Hi guys, it's me Paula and welcome back to my channel. How are you doing everyone tonight? Tonight I'm going to be doing a review of a Scottish indie makeup brand's eyeshadow makeup. Now, I have done another review on some samples I got a couple months ago, so if you are interested, just drop down to some of the videos down below. This is a brand called Crow and Pebble. In fact, I might try and link that video as well. I'll see if I can do that. But this is a brand called Crow and Pebble. It's based in Glasgow in the UK, in Scotland, my home country. So I'm very proud of it. And it's an indie brand. And one of the great things about it is that you can get really interesting makeup, indie makeup, and not have to pay huge prices for shipping. Now, I love indie brands. I'm a big fan of Cleona Cosmetics. In fact, I'm just waiting for an order to come in from her as well, from her brand. But it's the length of time you've got to wait is quite a long time. And then also on top of that is quite expensive for shipping and, you know, paying import tax and all that kind of thing. So it's quite nice to have a brand that's on our doorstep that is so unique. Now, I love Crow and Pebble. If you see my previous videos, I love the concept that it's based around. She uses works of literature and sort of cult ideas like, you know, Lord of the Rings and D&D, but also things like Watership Down and paintings. She uses all these as inspiration for her collections. So when you go on, it's got a very ethereal, I've said this before, a very ethereal feel to it, a very artistic, sort of almost kind of quite a bohemian feel to the website. It's a beautiful website actually to go on. It's actually beautifully rendered, so I love that. So if you go on, the eyeshadow, she does highlighter, she does bullet lipsticks, she also does lots of other things, bronzers and things too. But I'm predominantly here for the eyeshadows, so I've not bought any of her other products. I might in the future, but at the moment I'm just doing the eyeshadows. Now, the good thing about this eyeshadow brand is, so there's a positive and there's a negative. And the positive is that for each of these things, each of the eyeshadow shades, you can try it out for very, very cheap. So all the eyeshadows that I've bought today are the sample size jar. Now, I'm glad they're now coming in a jar, because last time I got the ones I got for sample size in little bags of powder, and that's really messy. So now she's put them in little jars as well, so you can get like a sample size for £1.25 to £1.50. You can get a half jar full for about £3 to £3.50, and you can get a full size jar of the eyeshadow for £5.50. So, you know, what you could do is you could buy a heap of samples, decide what you like, and then, you know, then order bigger sizes and the ones you like. The things that I don't like, and I'll just give you this an example. Everything's in powder, in a little jar in powder, loose powder. So the only problem with that is I find it very difficult to apply because it just gets everywhere. It's like, you know, it's like you've been up the chimney or something, sweeping the chimney, you know, in the Victorian times, because, you know, it was just all over my face. So I had to go and wash my face and redo my base. So that's the only thing. It's hard to control the shade. Maybe there's a knack to it. Maybe some of you who are more experts at makeup than me can give me a tip about doing that. I don't, you know, because at the moment, like I say, I find it very hard to apply it neatly. But then I've done my eyes today using it. Some of the colours, I'll show you the ones I've used. So I'm going to use my colour switch just to sort of keep this brush clean for doing my samples. So here's some of the samples. Okay, so I've got a lot of sample sizes. I've got lots because I really wanted to try them out. Now, I can't remember which each collection each of these came from, so I'll just give you a bit of a descriptor if I can. If not, I'll just move on and show you the colours. So this one's called the Lady Jessica, and so it's just like in a little pot. Now I'll swatch it for you. So this looks like a purple, so I'm going to do that, and that, see, it's a lot of colour, a lot of payoff. But like that, like I say, it's actually coming out more brown on the screen, but it is actually a very mauvey kind of purple in reality, a very mauvey purple. It's really nice, and it shifts in the light, which is lovely. And that is called my Lady Jessica, the Lady Jessica. So you can see you just get a nice little bit of powder there for £1.25. That's really good. So again, like I say, that's a colour, very deep, very pigmented. The only problem I think I have with it is trying to get it put on neatly onto my eyes. Okay, I'm always wondering if they're ever going to do it as a pressed pigment. I'm not sure. The next one is Leaden Sieves. I don't know how you even pronounce that. Leaden Sieves. And this looking as a kind of blue colour. And this is what I put on my the base of my eye. And it's a lovely shimmery grey blue. It's a beautiful colour. Again, very pigmented. It's got a big sparkle to it. Very silvery grey blue. So it's really unique. It's a really unique colour. So what I did was I did a very, very light base using a different eyeshadow palette, because I don't have anything in this. It's very neutral. Everything's a bit sparkly. And then I use this colour over as a base on the eyelid. So the next one I've got here is It Watches. Now this is a really bright purpley colour. I was really attracted to this one in the picture. So this is It Watches. Put a bit more on. And it's a really vibrant purple, but with a real sparkle to it. Again, a lot of these are very colour shifting in the light. Beautiful, beautiful colours. To try and get the lid on because it's just going to go everywhere if I don't. The next one I got is Approaching Thunder, and this is what I put on my, I did a bit of a cut crease with Approaching Thunder. Now it doesn't really come out, it hasn't blended that well. It's not, I should have probably not blended it out with the blending brush because it's kind of disappeared a wee bit, but this is it there. Look at that colour. It's beautiful. It's like sparkly blue. And you can see it's a lot lighter than the other one, so Approaching Thunder is a lot more of a light blue with almost like a kind of, yeah, it's got an even lighter blue shift to it. It's like a blue with an even lighter blue shift in it. It's beautiful. So that's that one. Definitely check out this website, even just to see the website, because the website itself is really gorgeous. The next one I've got is, I'm looking at Random Forest. So it's quite a lot of one set, like it's supposed to be like Watership Down, so in the forest. Getting everything all over me, look at that. And this is kind of a green one. And this is one of the only mattes I've seemed to have found in the collection. So that's like a green, just a deep forest green. It would be quite good if she did a few more mattes actually, in light mattes. There seem to be a lot of dark colours, but even did a couple of more light shades, so you could have, like, you know, more to blend out in more transition shades. So that is a deep green, but it is a matte, so that is quite unique. And the next one, Whose Woods These Are. Again, this is one of the ones from, I think, from Watership Down. Does everybody know what Watership Down is? The book about, and they made it into film about the rabbits. No? A lot of younger people watching this maybe wouldn't know. Again, this is kind of a bluey grey colour. I'm getting absolutely covered, and it's going to take ages to get all this off. It's so pigmented. Okay, and then the next one, this is a great brush again for swatching. I think I've shown this on my channel before, but if you haven't been on my channel before, this is the Urban Decay finger brush. It is an amazing brush for, it's almost like applying your eyeshadow with your finger. It's really good. I'm absolutely covered. Okay, the next one we've got is this one here, which is called Litany Against Fear. And this is like a really dark one. This is a very goth-tastic, oh my god, look at all that. A very goth-tastic blacky grey sort of colour. That's a stunning, it's actually a stunning colour. These colours are much more stunning in reality than they are in my swatches. I'm trying my best to do swatches, but again, you can see the sparkle. Now the next couple I'm going to show you, there is a selection on her site called Roll for Stats. Now if you've ever role played or if you've ever done D&D, you'll know what Rolls for Stats means. It means that you your character, whatever that you're playing in Dungeons and Dragons, something happens, you've got to roll the dice. So this one here, her site, that's the inspiration for this eyeshadow collection. And what you do is you pick a base, and it's got all the different kind of races in D&D, like dragons, dragonborn, elves, dwarfs, whatever. And so you do a base and then you do a topper. So you mix like two together, so you can have like a elf, dwarf or something like that. It's going to sound bizarre. If you don't know what D&D is, you're not going to have a clue what I'm talking about. But anyway, so this one, for example, here, I've got 4 from the rule for stats. So this one here is a halfling warlock. And so you're basically paying £1.25 to make your own shade. To make your own individual shade. So here we go. Here's a nice purple there. Pinky purple. So this one here is a very light purple. That's it there. It's really nice. Got a bit of a blue sparkle to it though. So this is making your own individual eyeshadows basically for £1.25. It's amazing. So that's Halfling Warlock. Oh. The next one here is a Kenku Gunslinger. And it's looking at as a little bit more mauvey purple. We'll see how that translates. So that's kind of like a purple with a gold through it. That's that one there. We're nearly at the end. Don't worry. These are mad colours, some of them. And then we've got a Dragonborn Bard. And again, we've got more of a light purple there. There seem to be a lot of purples here. Maybe I've obviously gone for that. Ooh, it's a very light shimmery purple there. That's that one there. That's a Dragonborn Bard. And the last one I've got is the Gnome Cleric. So the Gnome Cleric is this one here, and it is, ooh, it's a more of a browny beige. So it's a brown kind of colour there, right at the top there. So that's it. That's the ones I got. And so basically I spent like £16 and got all those eyeshadows to play with. You could do so many cool looks. And what I probably would do with them is I'd probably mix more of a neutral palette and then use one of these eyeshadows on top just to add a bit of sparkle, a bit of depth. Favourite one probably is that one there. And so yeah, these two purples. I do actually like this one here. I like the Approaching Thunder as well. Yeah, so yeah, great selection there. Really enjoyed unboxing it. Really enjoyed playing with the eyeshadows. I'll drop down the link to their website. It is worth having a look just to see, you know, what you think of it, especially with you guys and the, you know, other people in the UK who want to experience indie makeup but don't necessarily want to ship from abroad, pay for that price. Have a look at Crow and Pebble. If you're interested in highlighters and lipsticks and that, she does all that as well. Anyway, thanks so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Have a great weekend. Bye bye.